We're back. We're back in the place where it all began. We're in the shed. Welcome to At Home in the Shed.
Here we are.
We're back again.
Don't know what to say, do you?
We've come back with a better camera. The lighting's a little bit. We're still struggling with the lighting. But
Yeah.
I think you get the general idea.
Bought refreshments.
We've got refreshments and that.
We're allowed to advertise on such a minimal channel, aren't we?
It's only Diet Coke, so we're all right. There's no alcohol in it.
No.
And we're back again to you know.
Hope everyone's been all right.
Yeah.
And, all I've been doing nowadays is watching YouTube, other channels, because I can't stomach TV now.
Yeah, it's crap.
It's a little too politically correct for me.
Yeah.
Can't stand it.
TV's crap.
I can't remember the last time I watched terrestrial TV.
Nah, well, same here. I mean, I just watch old, apart from Netflix and Amazon Prime to watch films and that. I just watch old episodes of Kojak.
Yeah, fair enough.
Kojak and Alfred Hitchcock Presents, Twilight Zone.
Yeah, actually, I was watching Love Thy Neighbour the other day. You know, Step So and Son, of course.
Yeah, all that comedy. I mean, I wouldn't keep showing it if it wasn't a demand for it. So
I think people, you know, you can't have a joke nowadays.
No,
unfortunately,
people just like it, didn't they? I mean, you know, and we're all too. I think we're all too touchy, you know.
Either that, or are we getting old?
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, could be the fact that. But the thing is, we still like modern things.
Yeah.
We still like modern life.
But we still like gadgets.
And we still like all what the planet has to offer.
Yeah.
But we just don't like the crap that's the fodder that's fed down our throats on a Saturday night.
And I for one won't have it. But I know you feel the same. We've even been watching game shows on a Saturday from like years ago.
Yeah.
Like 3, 2, 1 and Strike It Lucky.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Just so you can get that vibe again. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched old episodes of Crime Watch on YouTube.
That's it.
Like, and then I've had to go on Google to find out if they actually caught the perpetrator. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's a bit much, isn't it?
It's a bit, isn't it? Like bit too sort of like you know, sad. And then you start to think, no, this you know, got to stop now. Start looking at you know, something a bit decent. So
we was meant to go to a film convention, weren't we?
Yes.
And meet Linda Hayden and Nigel Planer and people like that, and Todd Carty, but we couldn't go because the missus was ill.
We missed out on that. But there's others. I mean, they're having them all year, all the year through. I think they have them every couple of months.
Yeah.
But
have you shown your?
Yeah, we did actually. There was this, which is the Romford. If you can see it.
Yeah, I can.
It's just like a blue. It's like a big blue R, and it was the Romford Horror Film Festival. So this is a thing that they have once a year, and it's not bad. I mean, you know, they have people selling stuff in there as well. They've like little stalls set up, people selling old stuff, videos, DVDs, all kinds of stuff, you know. And they had guests there. So they had guests this year. They had Carolyn Munro, who you see on TV on Talking Pictures. And the one who in the 70s, she was the Lamb's Navy rum girl.
Oh right, yeah.
So she's been in loads of horror films. They had an Italian actress, can't remember her name now, but she was in a film called The Beyond, where she's like blind and got this guide dog, and there's all like strange things happening. Italian thing.
Is that the one with a melting face on the front cover?
She's got like these white marble eyes on the cover.
Oh right, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And
I remember that one now.
And then there was another woman, I can't remember her name now, but there was the actor Ian McCulloch, who was in a thing called Survivors, which was like a 1970s TV show about an apocalypse. It wasn't very well filmed, but he'd also made he was obviously in the classic zombie flesh eaters, like, and he was in that, and he was actually being interviewed at the film festival. So I went along like just to see what he had to say. So that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
I got him to sign my DVD copy of Zombie Flesh Eaters. He signed it for me, and so it was pretty good. I mean, a lot of the films that they show are like they're not great. I mean, they're not like, you know, you're not going to see something there that you're going to probably see on general release.
No.
But it's good that people try, and there was one film which I missed, which I wouldn't have minded seeing, called Peter Rabbit. So instead of Peter Rabbit, it was Peter Rabbit.
Yeah. It's one on the stick at the moment, and it's Winnie the Pooh 2.
That's it.
Like
yeah.
horror film or something.
Yeah, those ones like.
Have you watched it yet?
I haven't watched it yet, but I know.
I've got it on there if you want to watch
I know
it.
what you mean. Yeah, can do. Yeah.
Watch that later.
Because
I'm in no rush.
they're like, aren't they? They're like sort of like fairy tales completely gone ballistic. You know.
Well, they've done the Banana Splits as well.
They've done that.
A horror film, but
Turn them into homicidal maniacs.
Just kept thinking of Billy Piper.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Bingo.
Bingo image.
Yeah,
it's weird.
definitely.
You know, I can't get it out of my head.
If you get a picture of Billy Piper and Bingo from the Banana Splits, separated at birth.
Yeah, it's weird. No disrespect, Billy. Obviously, if you're watching this video, which very.
Well, that's right. I mean, I like her. I think she's great. But I mean, look what Robbie Williams said about Sophie Ellis-Bextor. He said she had a face like a satellite dish. I mean,
I know what he means.
If he can say that, then
I know what he means. Very flat.
Yeah.
She's a pretty girl, but very flat.
Exactly,
I know what you're saying. Never thought that through before. It's weird, isn't it?
I know. We just come out of it, and I thought, bloody hell, like it's a bit strong, mate. But I don't know what happened. Whether anything was, and there's any backlash or not. Probably not with him. He don't care, does he?
Nah. What was 80 million in the pot? Don't worry about it, is it? But yeah.
So
since COVID's been a bit weird, and it sort of killed the channel a bit, didn't it? I often think what would have happened to it if we'd have carried on once a month.
Yeah, I mean we was actually doing quite well with it, wasn't we? I mean we was doing it nearly every week or every other week, and I had like loads of stuff to talk about, and then the minute that COVID came along, you couldn't go out anywhere to get anything. Couldn't go to the shops, couldn't go to any markets, any of that. That was all finished. And to be honest, like when you couldn't go around your mate's house to do things and that, well, that's just sealed it, didn't it?
Oh, it did. Yeah.
And I mean, looking back on the one that we done after, looking back on it the other day, we both looked deflated.
We did, didn't we?
We looked like we'd kind of depressed looking, to be honest. And I remember watching it and thinking, blimey, like they had like really long hair, which I ain't had in years. And just looked and sounded quite deflated.
Yeah, it was difficult to do.
You know, so I think that now we're kind of back on track and that, and we can.
But I think everyone's in the same boat at the moment. It just everyone's lost their vibe, lost their ability to actually get off their arse and do something.
Yeah, there is a feeling. There is a feeling in the air, like an apathy in the air, where people are just kind of like can't seem to be bothered, and it's like. They haven't got to worry about money because, you know, it ain't like it was years ago. If you didn't have any money, you'd be out on the street. I mean,
but I remember when they first started saying about doing the injections, and someone said to me, "Oh, you're fool taking that. It's a zombie drug."
Yeah.
And do you know what? I honestly believe something was in that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just made you feel tired and lethargic all the time. You know.
Well, look at the people who never had it.
Yeah.
And their life hasn't changed. I mean, there's all this talk about if you don't have it. You can't go abroad, you can't go there, you can't do this. But nothing's come of it. They're still going doing what they want to do. They never had the injection. I mean, I must admit that since having it myself, I've had some pretty nasty colds and chest infections and all that stuff which I never used to get before.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether there is something in it or not. But
what makes me
choice.
What makes me think as well? Do you remember on the news there was a young girl, and bless her, hopefully she got better.
Yeah.
And she was breathing through a tube. I'd love to see how she is.
Yeah.
Or, do you remember?
Yeah.
She was a young girl. You've got to have it done. I mean, is that someone set up by the government?
Yeah, I know.
To say that we've never heard from her since, or any of them sort of people.
No, never.
The only one I know of is the poor bugger on Good Morning Britain.
Yeah, that
when her husband passed away.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
You know, that was quite a high-profile case.
Yeah.
But
there's a DJ as well. They used to be on Kiss FM, and they were Bobby and Steve. They were twins.
Oh, I remember that.
Bobby and Steve.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And one of them got COVID, and he's apparently the longest one in a hospital bed, even now.
Blimey.
And he's like he was on the news one night or something, and he just looks terrible, really. So there are cases in it where they did get badly affected.
I think it definitely existed, and there weren't no doubt about it. But it's like anything. Certain people contract it because they've got a certain gene in their body that can't deal with the infection.
Yeah.
And I think the government knew that, and they didn't want to say, "Oh, he can sit indoors, she can go to
Yeah,
work,"
no.
because if they make that decision, then they're liable,
Yeah,
aren't they?
exactly.
That-
Yeah,
That's all it is. That's what I think.
yeah.
You know,
I
it's
think
just
so.
my
I think that
personal opinion.
yeah, it makes sense actually.
Yeah.
It's like you can't do it for a few. We've got to do it for everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and all the old people that were dying of it. I mean, that was going to happen because when
You're
you're
weak.
when you're that old and you're weak, and you get a virus like that, there's
Awful.
not really much, you know, you're going to be able to
Awful.
do, is there?
So as you can see, our videos are as happy as
Yeah, that's it.
always.
Yeah,
You know?
we always like to start off on a happy note,
Yeah.
you know, and you know that's what we like. Yeah, as you can see, you know,
Well, pandemic.
yeah,
Finished this.
pandemics,
At least we had a good excuse.
yeah, pandemics, wars.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I didn't have the foresight now during COVID to pick up my guitar and learn that again.
Yeah.
You know, but
Well,
I didn't have it.
Yeah. Well, I was at work, but I felt the need to do. I'll show you some models when I get a chance. I felt the need to learn something, and I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Although I was at work all the way through, when I was
Yeah.
coming home, I wanted to do something.
that's
you know?
it. Yeah.
Because you couldn't go anywhere.
No, that's why. I mean, I wasn't working at the
Yeah.
time, and to be honest, I mean, if I did get back to work during the latter part of it all, and that helped a bit because otherwise you're just sitting indoors doing nothing,
Drive me up the wall.
you know. So
But,
yeah,
out the corner of my eye, I can see a satchel,
yes,
and I believe there is some stuff in there that we haven't seen before.
there is. Yeah, well, the thing is, I haven't been able to. Well, I mean, you can't buy videos anymore, can you?
No.
And I've gone through all the videos I had, and if I do find them, if I find one out there, I'd get it, you know, just to be able to talk about it. If it was like, you know,
Yeah.
if it sort of like went up to our high standards, like, you know, but there isn't many out there. So, and to be honest, I haven't really been buying loads of stuff, but I have got a couple of bits here, and I thought what I would do this to kick off this new season would be just to show a few of my favourite album sleeves.
Did you hear that word, season?
New season.
That's what you're going to get.
Yeah, see, it's like I've been watching Netflix too much. So
Yeah.
Season 1, season
Yeah.
2.
So that's a promise to our viewers that we're going to continue this. At the beginning of the credits on this, when I did the video, there's a little video at the beginning that I'll show, and it's one of the models I've completed now. Graveyard, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'll put that up first. So
yeah. No, they're really good,
Yeah.
really good,
So
honestly.
I'll put one up at the beginning of every episode, something different.
That's it,
Yeah,
and they can,
Yeah,
the
have a
viewers can see how things are progressing as it goes along.
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Have you also noticed the amount of helicopters and planes going over lately?
Yeah, a lot of light aircraft knocking about,
Yeah, weird, isn't it? Yeah.
and helicopters of the night especially.
Spying on us.
Yeah,
I'm hoping we've got a white screen today, so I'm hoping to be able to throw some videos on it.
yeah,
Any trailers and that.
yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Steve and all, one of our new subscribers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he's
And all the-
subscribed to our channel.
All the usual
Yeah.
suspects.
Hope you and Sue enjoy the video if you get a chance to watch it when it goes up. Yeah, let's have a
Right
look,
then,
mate.
okay. So what it is, I'll start off with the records. I think is the best bet. I think. So what, like I said, it's like I just thought, well, I'll just pull out a few of my favourite sleeves and covers, like, you know, and talk a little bit about the record. Okay, so this one, this is the Andrea True Connection,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and this is White Witch. Can you see that?
Yeah, lift it up a little bit more. That's it. Perfect.
There you go, White Witch, and it contains the disco classic. What's your name? What's your number? What's your star sign?
Amber probably like that front
Yeah,
cover, the old white
she
witch
would, I
there.
think. Yeah, it's an unusual cover,
It is, isn't it?
and
Is it rare?
it's not easy to find. I mean, I remember
Let's have a look.
that I had it in. I saw it in a shop in Romford once. Sounds familiar, and I didn't buy it, and then I went back to get it, and it was gone. So that's typical me, procrastinator.
Yeah.
But and then just by chance one day I found it in a shop in London that I used to go in, and I thought, oh great, got that one now then. And then I got that the other day in when we was working in Reading, went in this junk shop there, and that was in there. So I thought, oh, it's always nice to have a couple of copies.
Yeah.
But
Any good?
yeah, it's a good album. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's a good album. It's a disco album basically, but they're good tracks on there, like New York, NY, You Got Me Dancing, White Witch, Sally Can't Dance, which is a Lou Reed song, and they're all like, it's a disco album, but there's a lot of like good musicians on it, and the music's pretty good. It can veer into a bit of rock at some point, you know.
It's obviously on the Buddha label
It's
that
on
I've
the-
never heard of.
It's on the Buddha label, yeah.
No
yeah.
doubt you have.
Oh yeah, I've got a
Yeah,
few. Yeah, I've got a
course you
few
have.
things on Buddha.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is a bit of an extravagant cover. People might know her for she had a famous track called "More, More, More," which is the one which everyone normally knows her for. But this is a bit more, you know, not as common, you know. But there you go, White Witch.
Checking that mic's still running.
Shall I put that back there? No, I won't put it back there. Right, next one. Oh, next one. This is a French band. This is a French band called Telephone. Right, Telephone.
See that yet?
And I'm really into French bands at the moment, and French singers and stuff like that, you know. So this band are like a 70s sort of rock band, and what's good about this album is that it's got an unusual sleeve. So if I can just do this, hopefully.
Ah, I can see what's that. Hold up. Oi, oi. Can't have none of that.
Oh, you can't actually see anything, but that's what happens.
I knew there'd be filth brought back into the shed. That to be done then. There was no warning either. I've got to change all the certification now. You know,
Yeah. Well, it's,
I can't work. And
I
they
was
men.
quite surprised. No, it's well, these are. But that's a
Right.
woman there. That's Corinne. Her name was Corinne, and I believe she was married to JJ Burnell from the Stranglers at one point.
Yeah, typical French.
Yeah,
Filth.
as you can see, I like to take their clothes off.
Yeah. A bit of that.
So, like I said, when we're talking about like favourite sleeves, like that's obviously one of them. Like, you know. Right, what's the next one? The next one is this.
Wonder why.
Oh yeah, because we're talking about French bands and French singers. But this is another little single that I got, and this is Francoise Hardy. She just died just recently, which was really sad, you know.
That's better, yeah.
Yeah, she's, you know. So this is like a little 7-inch single that she made, and she was like a famous French singer. Done loads of like mostly folk stuff to begin with, but then her music progressed into a little bit of rock and a bit of pop and that. And she was at one point, apparently she was in London and she was living with a guy called Nick Drake, who was like a bit of a, you know, mysterious kind of character. But yeah, that's a nice little single, that. And you know, so it's, like I said, she just died, so I thought I'd just add that in there.
Little tribute.
You know, she was nice, you know. She was like just like great looking as well. The last record is this bizarre thing which I got in a shop in Southend. I've actually got volume 1 of this, but this is volume 2.
Oh well.
This is Arthur Lyman's Taboo. So
New exotic sounds.
yeah, so this sort of stuff is very popular at the moment. It's what's known as exotica. So people collect this stuff because it has like bongos on it and jungle drums and things like that, and like the sound of like birds like screeching in the jungle and all that, you know. And so
Bit like an orgy, isn't it? Like that.
yeah, like Alan Allen said that time, it's a bit like an orgy. But it's quite good. I mean, the music it's the sort of thing that you might hear in films and that. Say you was watching Daktari on TV years ago, and you'd hear like an elephant roar or something, and then like the sound of some like wild bongos in the background. Well, this is the sort of thing you're looking at. And I'm not sure
Maybe
whether
it's looking for a duck fillet, say.
duck fillets, yeah,
Bongo.
there is that, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure whether this is a shrunken head
Looks like it.
or just a model or something.
Weird.
But it is very strange, isn't it? It sort of reminds me a little bit of Live and Let Die or something,
Yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah.
But,
also looks like what's the videos I've got? The collection.
oh God, gone blank again.
Yeah. Nah, I can't remember that. Don't forget it.
Yeah, can't
Get
think. It'll come. It will come. Right, so then I've got what have I got here? Okay, yes, I've got a couple of films as well here. Right. Now this is my cousin got me this, and I'm not watched it yet, but it promises to be quite interesting. It's called Attack of the Meth Gator.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
So it's obviously a gator that's had some meth, crystal meth. Whether he actually got round the table and sniffed it, or he just
I was going to say, may have injected it, I don't know.
exactly, yeah. But it's obviously sent in ballistic, and as you can see from the cover, there's a lot of smashing and crashing going on. But I haven't watched it yet, but apparently it's meant to be all right. You know, not fabulous, but.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I don't think it'd be a blockbuster, do you? With a name like that.
The mere thought of like a crocodile, a gator.
Well, it's bad enough as it is, isn't it?
I mean, it's pretty violent as it is, isn't it? I mean, they're pretty sort of, you know, vicious, and to have a crystal meth running through its veins, I mean, Lord knows what could happen.
Reminds me of the other film, Shark Exorcist, wasn't it? Right?
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Exorcist Shark.
Yeah.
Said we're going to need a bigger cross.
Yeah, Shark Exorcist.
Not a bigger boat, right?
I mean,
if I can find some footage, I'll put it up.
Yeah, definitely put up a trailer.
Yeah.
Of the meth gator.
And if it's for reviewing purposes, hopefully I don't get Connor film like last time.
Yeah, I shall have to. Doesn't it just says when an alligator eats a load of drugs, all hell breaks loose in Florida? That's literally all it says on the back of that.
Well, that's all you need to know, I suppose.
I suppose that's, you know, that's basically the
Make
premise,
your own mind up,
premise of the film. Now this is called Out of the Blue, and it's the actress Linda Manns. Now she was in The Wanderers, and she was in.
Is she the one that said don't fuck with the baldies?
Yeah, the little one was always with the baldies,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Now this film has only just recently come out, and I had to get it because I've been wanting to see it for years. It was actually one of the Red Triangle films years
Channel
ago
4.
on the old Red Triangles, which we actually did a special on.
We
once,
did.
didn't we?
Yeah, we'll have to find some more of them.
Yeah, the Red Triangle, you know.
Especially the phone box one.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Classic.
Well, like I said, I mean, you know, there's a few that are starting to come out now, but they couldn't get them for years. But this is a really downbeat kind of tale. It's like Dennis Hopper comes out of prison, and I think he directed it as well. He comes out of prison and he goes back to his missus who works in a diner, and she's the daughter, and it's kind of gritty sort of tale, but it was good. I mean, it's a good film, you know. And this Linda Manns, and she's also passed away sadly, but she didn't make many films. She made a film called Days of Heaven with Richard Gere. Then she made The Wanderers, and then she made this, and then I think she made one more film and then just disappeared. And
some people like that. There was a film on the other night with Flora Birch in it.
Yeah,
she hadn't done a lot, you know. You just think,
haven't seen her for ages.
She looks so different.
Yeah,
she looks, not being horrible, she looks really old now. Well, I suppose she is.
Well, yeah, I suppose
got to be in her 60s.
Yeah, because we're looking back to what those first films that she made. It was a good few years ago.
Oh, and that was a brilliant film.
Yeah, and there's another one, wasn't it, where she was another. Ghost World.
Yeah,
was she in that?
Black Snake Moan, she was in that, wasn't she? Yeah, with Samuel L. Jackson.
I really like Ghost World, one of the best that is.
Yeah.
And this is the last one that I recently got. I got this when I was in Ipswich last, and it's called Laid Bare, and it's a BFI thing, you know, and it's basically films of Soho in the 60s. So it could be interesting. I've not watched it yet, but it's bound to be.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's why I watch them programs sometimes. Look at Life on Talking Pictures, because there'll be a special about the Lord Mayor's show, or about something or other, or about Yves Saint Laurent, or who's the guy, Vidal Sassoon.
Yeah, and Paul Raymond.
Yeah,
all them. Like that, yeah.
And you'll see him as they was in the 60s, and you see like the streets as it was, and everything just looks totally different to how it looks now.
If only we could go back.
Now it's just all congested and a complete disaster.
Crap, mate, absolute crap.
And you'll get nicked for, you know, just like chucking a fag end in the drain or something.
Yeah, but you can go in a shop and nick 200 quid worth of gear and not get nicked for it.
That's it. Yeah, like you can just go into Greg's and just take a handful of sausage rolls. It ain't worth them arresting you for that, because, you know.
Nah.
Yeah, you know. But
vegan one.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They probably would steal the vegan ones as well.
Talking of Greggs, there was a new one that came out the other day, and I thought I might have some of that. It was something that came out the other day.
It's not a fish finger sandwich,
That's
is it?
Ah,
yeah.
Handsome.
Fish finger sandwich, that'd be nice.
I'll have a bit of that.
Would you get anything with it? I suppose we should get some mayonnaise with it, or some salad cream.
Don't know.
I suppose you might, I don't know. It's funny because we often talk about when we worked at BT in the old days, and a staple was chips, beans and salad cream in the City View restaurant up top of, you know, it was a staple on a Friday.
You know, fish finger sandwich.
Yeah, I know, that sounds bloody nice, mate.
Tried that yet?
Yeah.
I've always got, ever since having fish fingers, I had a bone in one once, and it put me off for life, you know?
Yeah.
I've started eating them corn ones.
It must have been rare.
Subject, but
it must have been rare to get a bone in the fish finger.
Well, I don't know, obviously who's ever at the factory fishing through it all, if you pardon the pun.
Exactly, yeah. Didn't, you know, missed out.
Yeah, obviously talking while they're getting all the bones out and just forgot. And
talking while they're meant to be getting the bones out.
To get it?
Exactly, yeah. all the way down the line and that.
Yeah,
Did you see there was an E. coli scare the other day as
I
well?
heard about that, yeah.
With sandwiches and that. They said,
Yeah.
like, be careful. And I mentioned to Amber, I said, don't have any egg and cress sandwiches out of Asda's, like, you know.
I don't think she would have done anyway.
Not Asda's as such, but I mean, you know, wherever this place was, it might not have been them. But there was some sort of like E. coli scare. And they were saying, be careful, like, you know. I thought, I don't know, you can't even buy a sarnie now without getting poisoned.
No, unreal, isn't it? Everyone's out to get you. Even the supermarkets.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know how we got onto that.
No, I don't know. Perhaps
This is what happens.
this is what happens. We just go off, don't we? We go off and we go left field.
You know.
I mean, I don't know whether I could show this actually because he's not here. But there's a new there's a new hound in town.
Yeah.
And I just thought I'd show this picture of this record because he's not here at the moment. We can't have him in it. It's too much delicate equipment about. So there's a picture, and maybe with a little photograph could be put up of him. But so just to let you know, there's a new dog.
I might put up a little bit of footage of him.
That's it.
You know.
He doesn't look anything like these, by the way.
We've got a rescue dog called Stan. I call him Stanley Blade, Stanley Matthews, all different names.
Anything Stan, basically.
And the beauty is, he gets on great with Bongo, who's with my daughter's dog, and they're like good pals and that.
Yeah, they like to run, don't they?
I'll put a little portrait up of the pair of them up the back there.
That's it.
Nice, you know.
That'd be good.
Quite regal, aren't they?
They are indeed, yeah.
Pair of them.
Yeah.
So we'll put that up as
Definitely
well.
a pair of characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
Been worthwhile doing this.
Yeah.
Makes
yeah,
a change.
Good. Yeah.
We just hope and pray that it's all come out. First
Yeah.
time using this camera.
Oh God, yeah. I hope I ain't got to do it all again.
Not that we mind, you know, but it's
No, but it's, you know, we'd have to sort of like.
you can't fake classics.
No, once you've said what you're going to say and you've said it,
Yeah.
then you can't really go back and say it again, can you? Because you're going to miss bits out and it just ain't going to be the same.
Yeah. No.
So
you know, until the next time.
Yes, until the next time, when there'll be more amazing record covers to look at. Try and cut down the nudity.
Yeah.
And maybe any latest films I can get my hands on, or anything else to that.
Or
matter.
if you want us to talk about a particular film, you know, we can do a little bit of research on it and we'll put it up.
Yes, we did that before.
Yeah.
A couple of times, didn't we? With the guys you worked with.
Yeah,
that
Graham
mentioned
and
something.
James. Yeah, said they
So
wanted to.
we looked into it and that. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we could always do that.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's good to be back. You know, it took a while, but enjoy it, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Yeah.
Au revoir.
All the best.
Yeah.